Hello and welcome again to my channel. So in this video I want to talk about a Nigerian by name Bala Muazu that was recently captured. Will I use the word captured in Jomo Kenyatta airport in Nairobi, which is Kenya. Bala Muazu was said to be en route to Dubai, and he was found to be carrying a lot of cash, which was actually more than what's expected for anyone to carry, physical cash without being declared. This is a sum of about $880,000, close to $1 million. Carrying it raw cash, sealed and packed in a bag, and then also about 60,000 euros. That's a lot of money. And then about 63,000 naira. That's a lot of money. And according to Kenyan authority, anyone that is carrying anything above $10,000 should declare it, which is around 1 million in their own currency. And he didn't declare it, and they said if he actually was carrying the money for a legitimate reason, then he should have maybe declared it upfront, or maybe even have transferred that money. He could have done that. He could have transferred money, done the wire transfer, but yet instead he's carrying cash, and the cash is wrapped, fully wrapped. So he is suspected to be a money launderer, which although he has debunked and said the money is for a legitimate reason, legitimate purpose, and possibly maybe he's going to purchase some things and all of that. But according to the Kenyan authority, he hasn't given them good reason to believe in that particular explanation. So, but the thing is that Dubai has been known for some time now to be a place where a lot of criminal elements, find safe haven when they run to. When they go to Dubai, it's like they are able to carry out activities there easily without being harassed easily, unless maybe when the matters become very, very prominent, and then the authorities start getting into it with a lot of complaint. That is when they might be exposed or caught. But a lot of people have been said to move to Dubai to go and launder money, which might be a little bit understandable because Dubai is more like the beauty capital of the world, and a lot of money is going in there every day. Flights are going in, and a lot of spending. I mean, if you look at social media influencers and all those people online, Instagram, and all of that are in Dubai, you see the kind of life they live there. They spend a lot of money. And when you start seeing that kind of money, you know that a lot of people will be influenced by that. So a lot of people are going there because it's an easy place to live. Their laws are not that strong in terms of financial, businesses and all of that. It's not that tight. But it doesn't mean that Dubai is not secure. It doesn't mean that they support corruption. No, because look at what happened recently when they when they aided in the capturing of Hush Puppy and his other friends that were involved in money laundering and other cyber crimes, a lot of them. So it doesn't mean that they support corruption, but what we are saying here is the fact that a lot of people go to Dubai to launder money. The government might not be, the government are not in support of that, but because Dubai is like a hub where people can go and purchase things. So if you go in with money and you purchase things, that can easily cover for what the money is meant for. You can go there and recycle the money, use it for something else, and then it will be assumed that that is what the money was meant for, or that was what actually brought about the money, which might not really be in most cases. So as much as people might be doing that, it's also important that they should know that the government doesn't support that, and the government, according to what or because of what they did to Hush Puppy, haven't called him, not just calling him out, but actually capturing Hush Puppy and then aiding his transfer to the US, it means that they can also catch any other person that is involved in money laundering. So if you're a money launderer or whatever, and you're going to Dubai, sorry for you, because eventually one day also you will be caught. So the smart thing is to do the right thing and not to be involved in cybercrime, because you never can tell what day it will be that you will be captured. So Bala Muazu currently now is still in Nairobi, and maybe they will sue him, charge him to court and all of that according to their own law. But I think he might actually have gotten into that by mistake, because if he had known it would be like this, he wouldn't have boarded that flight that will be going through Kenya. Because a lot of times you can actually get a direct flight to Dubai, but I don't know right now. I don't know right now why that happened. Maybe he purposely did that to go through Kenya, or maybe that is the current regulation. I mean, for him to have gone through Kenya, because I mean he went directly from Nigeria to, from Lagos to Dubai. He might not have encountered that issue. But when you come into someone's country, of course, they have to scan through, they have to check to ensure that you are not coming in with something that is illegal, and that is how he was caught. And if you see the money, the way it was packed, you know that he didn't pack it with the intention of someone actually seeing it. He packed it with the intention of someone not seeing it, because the money was fully wrapped. And you wonder, how will someone carry that kind of money? Almost $1 million, and then 60,000 euros, carrying that kind of money, cash. What if you are robbed? I mean, how will you explain that someone stole him about close to $1 million from you? How will you even explain that when you could have transferred the money? So, and that is the more reason why the Kenyan government or Kenyan authority still thinks that he is into money laundering, or he's trying to do something fishy with the money and not something legal. Because if it were to be legal, then he wouldn't be afraid to leave trails by doing a wire transfer. Because when you do a wire transfer, it means you are leaving trails and the money can be traced tomorrow. So if you have any issue, or you have any crime tomorrow or charges, and they want to trace the money, it will be very easy to trace. But when you are dealing with cash, it will be difficult to trace. So once you move the cash, once you drop it somewhere or give it to someone or use to buy something, it just disappears, no traces. But when you do a wire transfer, it can be tracked. So I think that is more reason why you want to carry cash if you are doing that, and that is why he might have been doing that. Of course, no one is sure for now, because until he starts to court and proven guilty, for now he's still going to be a suspect or alleged crime until he is declared so, after maybe series of investigation by the Kenyan or the Nairobi security operatives. And this should also be a warning to others who are also engaged in something like that. It doesn't mean that Muazu was actually engaged in that yet, like I said before, but others who are engaged in that, you know that anything can happen anytime and you can be caught. Maybe the wrong flight, or maybe your flight was changed or something like that, and then you get into the wrong country that will not tolerate that, or that has a high security and all of that, and then you get caught, and that might just be the last day for you in the crime business. So as much as possible, try to be legal, try to do things that are legal, and try to hustle for your money in a legal way, just like a lot of people are doing. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, of course it's hard. Don't mind me, it's hard sometimes. It's hard to make that money, but it's legal, and as long as it's legal, you're going to have a peace of mind, rather than trying to look for quick buck, quick cash, quick money, which is what a lot of people want right now. But eventually, when the bubble bursts, you realize that the quick money is actually not really quick, and when you're trying to make money fast, it's actually going to put you in danger. And eventually, if you get jailed, I mean, all the fastness, all the quickness that you're actually running for will be gone when you are sitting behind bar. So that's what I have to say, and thank you for listening, and see you in the next one.